Good evening, everyone. Welcome to FGM eCast presents not Anne's car tonight. We are actually here with the Super Dirt Series Late Models final at Charlotte. Something new for us tonight, and lucky enough to bring this one to you. I'm your host for this evening, Stuart Brown, and let's get into it. Let's have a look at what we're going to be doing here tonight. It's a new series for us, but it is a final tonight. It seems to be the way we get involved here is that we do jump on board with a final or two and get to bring that to you. So looking forward to it tonight. There's a whole host of sponsors involved in this series too. It's a new series for us in terms of vehicle make and track as well. We haven't been to the modifieds that we're running tonight at all, the Super Dirt Series. We have run at Charlotte, however, so let's see how we get through this evening. And I'm sure to learn a lot as we do it tonight. But it's Friday night, so let's get involved and see what happens. The drivers just in their driver's briefing, we've just caught the end of the time while they're doing that. And then we will get into it. Looks like we've got around about 30 drivers in the briefing as it sits. A couple of familiar operators as well from our Anne's car. Sorry, not from our Anne's car, my apologies. From our NZSR broadcasts with the midgets as well. And Jacob Dixon jumps across. Damon Moosh jumps across. Darcy Wilson as well. So look forward to seeing that. We do have a couple of internationals with us as well. Angela Taylor joins from the great old US of A. So we'll see how this one unrolls itself throughout the evening. Around about an hour or an hour and a half or so of broadcast time. And coming to you from a lovely evening in Melbourne, where there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. We've got some very summery conditions where I'm broadcasting to you from a balmy evening, I guess they would say. And probably a good time for us to go through a little bit of information about this series. So they have the drivers briefing, about 10 laps of practice, obviously to try and maintain the track conditions here where they can. Just see the drivers piling out of the briefings. That is over. We'll see some action on track in a minute. After that, we do have qualifying the heats, then a small warm-up, followed by the pole position shuffle, which will be interesting to see. I'm not entirely sure what that means. And then we do have a 4-wide opening drive salute, followed by the action on track. So looking forward, as usual, to getting involved in this one and understanding what it entails. We don't know a lot about this style of racing, but that's okay. We'll learn really quickly. We had to put together the overlay in a rush, so a couple of logos a little short of what we would normally put together, but still really important for bringing this series together. Have a look at that. So huge horsepower, small tyres, lots of action for tonight. The track's already looking a little cut up as we were on board there with Jacob Dixon, who we are familiar with, so I'm sure he'll be quick in this like he is in the midgets in the NZSR series that we also look after. If you are in the stream, obviously always happy to be educated on what's going on, so do drop some comments in it and let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see. Edward, good on you for joining us tonight. Thanks for jumping on board. I did not realise before that your picture is an RX-7 Series 2 or 3 RX-7 by the look of it on your profile. But thanks for jumping in. Obviously, just mentioning there your series, Anne's car, and how we do have a couple of the drivers who've jumped across from our NZSR series that we broadcast as well. So thanks for joining us on the commentary there. Series 3, that's your real race car. We do need to talk a lot more about that. My best mate has a Series 3 race car that he is building to run in improved production. It was quashed a little bit by the COVID situation, so I'll speak to you about that another time to get some tips and hints, because we're building that car with him. But thanks for jumping on the stream as we get underway here. So this is practice. 14 minutes in, 20-minute practice session, or a little bit over 20 minutes, 25-minute practice session, including the driver's briefing. We've got about 10 minutes to go here, and as I said, I don't know a whole heap about these cars, but what I do know is that they've got a lot of power, small tyres, high wings, and it's sort of a sedan version of sprint car racing. So we'll educate ourselves throughout the night as we can. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are joining us for the first time. We host a whole heap of different racing now, fortunately enough to cover dirt, a lot of dirt track, as well as some over-track racing and plenty of circuit stuff as well with the GT3, GTE, V8 supercars. So we do a lot, and obviously we love a lot of audience engagement in what we do. So jump on board and follow us. So what I can tell you now, 15:45, the fastest lap so far during practice by Boyd Bowden. Lachlan Horton currently in second, just 1/10 behind him. We've got Todd Aikens, Nash Granger, Vaughan Samson, my apologies, and Blair Granger. Currently all within less than 2/10 of one another, so it is really tight at the top of this one. I do understand that this is the final. I don't have an update for you on who is currently at the front of this one, but 21 cars strong, this field. Jump on board here with Nash Granger, who is running some Lucas sponsorship on that, Lucas Oil Company. That's great to see. Just trying to understand a little bit about the method with driving here. It does look very much like a sprint car. Looking for pace on the track. Currently running that high line. Everyone just tapping the wall a little bit with the drivers that we have jumped on. As I said, the track looks really used for a practice session. Could just be a consequence of the car, how it gets its way around the track. This practice just comes to an end there, so a little bit premature to what we were expecting, what it was telling us, but we do have lone qualifying now. So what we do here, for those of you who haven't joined us before, is we will jump on with the most exciting car on track, but we'll keep an eye on the times, see what the guys and girls can do out there. We'll get rid of that off the top of the screen. We'll show a bit of qualifying mode. So what you're looking for here is purple. Purple means fast. So fastest car out on track at the moment will have a purple sector listed down on its name. Obviously, as we get started, 3 laps here, the fastest car on track at the moment will be every car doing its first lap. So plenty of purple to see here. What we're interested in more so is the second lap. So let's jump on with Dale Jordison, who is on his second lap here. We'll get on board and see what sort of time he puts out. Damon Mush still running around as well on his second lap. And Damon Mush going fast there. 15:51 with Dale Jordison, a 15:59. 15:50 for Blair Granger. So fastest on track in that awesome looking Pennzoil livery car there. Damon Mush still there. Jacob Dixon moving his way up. We've got Vaughan Samson moving their way up. So 15:50 currently the fastest time. We've got 15:51s, 2s, 3s. And then it jumps back to Jacob Dixon at 15:57. He has just finished his run. We've got a whole heap of drivers finishing their third lap. Boyd Bowden here, just about to come across the line. How does he do in his second lap? 15:59, following a 15:52. It's Blair Granger currently on pole position. He's finished his laps here. We're looking for Boyd Bowden to do better if he can, as he comes across the start-finish line and manages only a 15:7, so he's going to stay where he is. We've got Brock Aikens just finishing at a 15:58. Dave Nissen at 16:01. He's just finishing his third lap. What can he do to improve? Moves himself up there to it. He's done a 16 flat. We've got Kai Walters who will jump on with here as well. He's done a 15:91 as he comes around to finish his third lap. How does he improve? So he does a 15:71, so moves up. Harley Smees jumped up as well into 13th position. Angela Taylor leaving her run late. Let's jump on board with her. She's done a 16:05 first lap around This lap here, unfortunately, not looking much better. No, the 17:01. So 16:05 a start there. We've got Lockie Beattie out on track doing his third lap. Just going to quickly jump back on board with Angela Taylor as she finishes her third lap. Looking at yellow sectors, unfortunately, and yeah, she's done a 16 flat, so it has improved. As Lockie Beattie comes across the line, jumps up a few spots with a 15:63, so he's currently sitting in 14th. Todd Aiken's still just cutting some laps. He's all done, but just trying to find out what's going on. I'm not sure how they'll feel about that. He's obviously using a little bit more of the track than he's entitled to at this point in time, but we'll jump on board because it's exciting to see while he's doing it, as we say that he does pull off onto the inside line. So it is Lachlan Horton, who is the fastest qualifier in the pack today. He's done a 15:44, in fact his second lap of his qualifying run. Blair Granger also 15:5 with Todd Aikens 15:5, Damon Mush 15:51. We've got a 52 from Boyd Bowden, also a 15:53 from Darcy Wilson. Equal times for Granger and Sampson with a 56, 57s for Dixon and Aikens. So very close field here right the way back down to 13th place. So we'll wait to see how anyone gets through into the A main race at the end of this one. Good time for us to mention our channel sponsors, Virtual Motorsport Mentor, Chris Purnell, and the team out at Virtual Motorsport Mentor. If you're looking to go faster across pretty much just about any category within iRacing, Chris Purnell and the team are the people to do it for you. Jump on board their website at virtualmotorsportmentor.com. Get yourself a lesson or two, whether it's in a group session or a solo session, whatever track combination you're looking at. Chris and the team will help you go faster. virtualmotorsportmentor.com. And of course, our other fantastic partner is the guys at Aftershock PC. If you're looking for a new computer to go racing or to get involved in any sort of motorsport or gaming or whatever the case might be, Ryan and the crew, St Kilda Road in Victoria at Aftershock are the place to go. They'll give you great advice. They've got the new range of graphics cards as well if you're looking for a 3080, 3090, whatever it might be. They're the place for you to go and see, and they can build custom computers for you too. So thank you to them for jumping on board. Ferguson Group Media, of course, our backing company as well behind FGM eCast. They can help you out with just about anything you need social media wise. If you're looking for e-commerce websites or whatever the case might be, get in contact. We'd love to hear from you as we get on board with our first heat here. We've got Horton, Atkins, Bowden, Granger, Dixon, Shelford, Smee, Misson, Pollard and Fawns as our grouping. It's going to be Horton and Atkins who are going to get us underway when the pace car pulls off track, or should I say the pace truck, as we're out playing in the dirt tonight. We'll get through the series sponsors in the not too distant future, but for the minute it's more about the action on track. So I'll bring that overlay back up over the top there. Let's have a look at that. So we're doing a 9-lap run for the heat races here. Plenty of revs getting built up there in the outside. We're going to move the old chat box out of the way there, because it's certainly impeding on your viewing pleasure. So let's get rid of that for the minute. Move it across to the other side. It's Run Racing on board here with us as well for this series. So as I said, this is the final tonight. Don't unfortunately have enough information to let you know who's in the running for it, but nonetheless, let's enjoy what we have here tonight. Cars all on the grid. We just had a late turn up there, waiting for people to get going. I'm not sure where the pace car's going here. It's not really moving off the line. There he goes. There's a couple of there's a little bit of bumping and shoving going on. But let's have a look here. 8 laps to go, but obviously that's going to reset itself as we let go of the pace car and get on with Heat 1. waiting to get underway here. Won't be too long before that pace truck moves off to the infield. Next time around. Golden Tire and Exhaust Centre jumping on board with this one too. So Rusty Nuts towing and Hiab as well. HSV boys to the wing. Kai Walters, thank you for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. From the inside goes that pace truck. Ready in case there's any actions. Ford Sampson, thank you very much for the follow. We love it. We very much appreciate it too. And we're off and running here for the first of our heavy races tonight. And just looking at who we've got there, it is Horton from Atkins. We've got Granger, Bowden, Shelford, Dixon, Smee, Pollard, Misson and Fawns to bring us around to the end of lap 1 as we get through that there. A little bit of bumping and touching on the inside. That's how it is when you get into the dirt race. I'm looking for a line here too. We've got a few drivers trying a little bit of a higher line and running the low line too. As we get in there, plenty of good driving happening already as we get through this heat 1, as you would expect. These are our fastest qualifiers from qualifying, the 3-lap qualifying we brought to you just before. A little bit of a wall touch there from, I think it was Todd Aikens at the top of the track. Fantastic camera view for us here, letting us capture all of the action as it is Horton from Granger, Atkins from Bowden. Got Horton there out to a reasonable lead there. Just about to crack the second mark. Assuming here it is our top 4 to 5 qualifiers who go through as normal in these heat races. Hopefully not too many meatballs drawn. Hopefully that's what we're looking for. We want green flag running as a move right up to the top there for Todd Aikens. Bowden and Granger sliding a little bit back through the field there, but we're hoping, I think top 4 or 5 qualifiers. We've got, it looks like Nash Granger off on the top of the track there. Potentially Tyler Shelford didn't quite catch the name there. In fact, it wasn't. It was Jacob Dixon. 2 cars running the same number there, making my job terribly difficult for the evening, but that's okay. I'll get it sorted. So we've got Aikens and Bowden still fighting for second place on the podium here through this heat race. Bowden, Granger as well getting involved there now, 3rd and 4th. Bit of a gap back to Tyler Shelford, Harley, Smee, Dixon. Probably a little bit out of it as we get around. We get the white flag this time around. It has appeared, as we've said it, like I'm Nostradamus, but not really. And we've got Aikens, Bowden, Granger still fighting for 3rd, 4th and 5th in this one. They'll definitely go through the A main at the end of the night. So get across the line there. Who's it going to be? Can Shelford get involved? I don't think so. We've got Horton, Atkins, Bowden and Granger confirmed through to the A main at the end of this evening. So stick around for that one if you're following one of those drivers. Cutting down on the inside there into pit lane is Nash Granger, as we start to get into our second heat here. So second heat tonight's going to have another Granger, Blair Granger this time off pole. We've got Damon Moosh, plenty of dirt experience there. We've got Darcy Wilson, Vaughan Simpson, Brock Aikens, followed by Dale Jordison. We've got Lockie Beattie, my apologies, Kai Walters, Angela Taylor and Ethan Bastian as the end of the field here. Fantastic Pennzoil looking livery. It's probably one of my favourites so far this evening. That white car will definitely not, that number 12 of Damon Moosh will definitely not be white by the end of the next 9 laps. 8-lap heat as we get around. Said if you are in the chat there, we would love it if you get involved. Let us know where you're watching from, what you're looking forward to tonight other than the meatballs, Vaughan, and you know, just get involved generally. It's Friday night, everyone should be up and about. We've got some good racing coming for the rest of the early evening, and then it's into up late with Stu and Reese following on from this one. We'll play a bit of Fall Guys and just have a general chat about the week that was as we start to get underway here with Granger and Moosh to bring this one to us. We're going to jump out wide again so we can bring you as much of the on-track action as possible. Moosh and Granger, Vaughan, Simpson, Darcy Wilson there is our top 4. They're the ones who've got to defend their positions. If I'm not wrong, actually, we probably will see more than the top 4 go through in this heat. These are 24 car A main. So So let's see what happens here as we're learning while you're learning. Waiting for the pace truck to pull off on the inside there. Plenty of hungry horsepower behind them to want to get going. Goulburn Tyre and Exhaust Centre, sponsor of this series. Thank you to them for jumping on board. As we're about to get underway here, it will be Moosh from Granger. Sampson and Wilson getting on with it. Jordison Atkins looking to move their way to ensure they get through the A main at the end of this evening. 8-lap feature, 8-lap. Oh, and there we go, straight off the start. That is unbelievable to see that sort of action before things even go green. And I'm not sure, there should have been a compulsory yellow at the end of that one. That is not on as far as we can tell. But anyway, we're back and running. There's 5 cars on the lead lap, so 4 of them are going to go through. It's going to be odd man out as Edward Foster drops in with an LOL wow. And there we go. So this is the top 4 who are going to go through, with everyone else being taken out as it stands. So we've got Wilson, Atkins, Jordison and Beattie. And Edward, if you thought you'd seen some action at some stages during your events, that was a very interesting start. I imagine there'll probably be some penalties handed out if there is anything like that to happen. But at this stage it is Atkins, Jordison and Beattie who are going to go through. We do still have Moosh on track, albeit there's a little bit of a gap there. It looks like some of our drivers have kept going. Sampson, Taylor, Kai Walters, Blair Granger and Ethan Bastin are out of this one. And no cautions in the heat races. Matty Hunter, thank you very much for dropping in with that information. It makes sense. Always happy to get some education on some things that we don't quite know about. But I'll tell you what, the dirt racing so far is the biggest addition to eCast that I have enjoyed commentating. It's good action and short racing, which I love as well. So Wilson, Atkins, Jordison, Moosh now moving up into 4th, so he's done a good job to recover from that incident early on. So we'll see who gets through here. 2 laps to go. They'll get the white flag next time around. There it is there. And there's Wilson, Atkins, Jordison and Moosh is going to jump through at this stage, most definitely into the final. There's a good challenge on for the lead here. As the checker flag comes out, Atkins and Wilson, and it is Atkins ends up finishing 2nd after putting in a fastest lap of the race on the last lap there. So really pushing hard to get there. Boyd Bowden, we appreciate you liking the stream. Thank you very much. And we'll see you a little bit later on in this one. Okay, so we are into the warm-up phase. So we've got a warm-up here for everyone. I think potentially everyone's made it through to the A main, but we'll see what happens. Lockie Horton, thank you for the follow. Rad Racing, sponsor of this series as well. JRI jumping up on the screen there too. So look, hopefully we can bring you a little bit more of this stuff as we get through. We are winding down towards the end of the year here, but still lucky enough to be able to bring you some new content. It won't be a 30-minute practice session or a 30-minute warm-up session here at all. There'll be a short warm-up session, and then we will get into the main race of the evening. So what I'm told here is what will happen is that we have the warm-up. They do a pole position shuffle. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that constitutes, but we'll find out in a couple of minutes. Then they close the track. They do a 4-wide vehicle salute. So I imagine that means a lap 4 wide, all of the cars on formation, which I have seen in this racing when I have caught it on Speed Week or whatever the case might be, where I have seen it in real life. And then they'll get into positions, and after that we go racing. So do stick with us as we work this one out. It certainly sounds awesome, and it is something new for us as well. while we're at it, might just talk some general motor racing while we can. So if in the stream, join in. I don't know what everyone, or if everyone saw what got announced today, but Toowoomba, there is going to be a new $150 million motorsport facility built up at Toowoomba. And I don't know about you guys, but I keep a fairly close eye on what's been going on or what goes on in the motorsport community as part of our involvement with Race Magazine. And this one slipped our eye a little bit. So a fantastic announcement to get that up and running at Toowoomba Motorsport Precinct. Obviously, there's implications potentially for some of the other categories, but it has a V8 supercar circuit, has rallycross. It's going to have plenty of off-road circuits on it as well. Looks like it's going to have capacity for a drag strip too, and driver training facilities, entertainment facilities. So really good to see another massive venue getting put up. It's a $175 million project, that one, and plenty of stuff for the motorsport community, which is obviously what we like to see. So that was a great announcement coming out of Queensland today. And that one there is going to host a fair bit of racing. So we've got some warm-ups still happening here. We're on board with Damien Mersh, who managed to make his way through. A bit more of a qualifying session, I think, than anything else. That's what we saw just before this one. In other things motorsport related, seeing that Mick Schumacher is going to make his debut for Alpha. And it looks like Kimi Räikkönen, the expressionless Finn, who we all absolutely actually love having in Formula One, is going to be his driving partner next year at Alpha. So that is good news for those of us who enjoy Formula One, albeit that it is going through its challenges. And heading off to Bathurst in a couple of weeks as well. And yeah, Honda out of Formula One 2021 onwards, I believe. So Red Bull looking for new motors, having just moved to Honda from Renault. So another interesting story developing out of the Formula One world today. Maybe they finally found out that VTEC wasn't enough to run in Formula One, and they've decided to move on again. So, but it isn't good for the sport that brands are pulling out of it. Still plenty of speculation around the V8 supercar future as well. I saw some conversations around whether or not Toyota might enter with a Supra into V8 supercars. That would have been awesome to see, but I believe that's been given the Kyber as well. So not too sure on the future there. BMW still speculated to potentially get involved with Chaz Mostert and Walkinshaw Andretti United as well. No, clearly VTEC didn't kick in it. So yeah, I agree. So we're just waiting to see what happens here. There should be a form-up happening very shortly. Once it does, we'll see the cars head around the track for that parade lap. some of our other drivers now. We're just waiting. Edward Foster's going to jump in and give us some special comments for the main race, which is great to see. Ed knows a fair bit about the dirt and oval track stuff, which is where I certainly lack a little bit of expertise. So happy to have him jump on board with us. Waiting for this lineup to happen, which I'm looking forward to seeing because it's not something we do in circuit racing. So not entirely sure how long this warm-up session is going to go for. And Ed is joining us now. Thanks for joining us, Edward. I appreciate you jumping in for the evening to probably help me out, give me a schooling on the dirt modified stuff. I know zero about this. I know less about this than I know about NASCAR, so certainly out of my depth.
Oh, we're in real trouble then, are we? Yeah, thanks, Stuart, for bringing me in. I was sitting here as a spectator, enjoying the various bits and pieces from your broadcast, and thought it'd be a great opportunity to be able to come in here and have a chat about these awesome race cars that we see out here on the dirt tonight. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So a little bit of background on this one. I must admit, I was contacted about an hour and a half ago and asked if we could broadcast the final of this event. So there's been a, you know what they say about preparation, or piss poor preparation. We managed to slap some logos together because I really wanted to understand a bit more about this. I've read plenty about these cars, never driven them, literally bought the car and the track on the way in to broadcast tonight. So keen to see a bit more about it and maybe get involved in broadcasting a little bit more of this stuff into the future.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic racing, this stuff. I'm a big fan of it. I am the worst dirt driver in the entire world. So I kind of I dabble in it a little bit, but I'm never very successful. But it's absolutely fantastic to see the guys who actually do know what they're doing and they're able to handle these cars out there. And having attended a couple of nights at the at my, I'd say, local speedway, it's a couple of hours drive away. What the guys are doing now is they're doing these 2x2 runoffs. They do these very, very quick two-car shootouts to set the positions for each row for the start grid. It's very realistic the way they're actually choosing to do this. They do run this format many speedways around the country. So the little 2x2 competitions you're seeing right now are setting the grid for the feature race that we're going to see in just a moment.
See, and already you've amplified how good the stream is, because I literally thought they were just warming up. I had no idea that that's what they're doing. So now I feel bad that we haven't been covering it all, so that we got everyone who was doing that. So they literally do row by row, priority inside outside. Is that what you're telling me?
As far as I'm aware, it's not run for times. It is actually run row by row. I could be wrong. There are different formats. There are so many speedways around the country and around the world, and they all seem to have their own formats about the way they like to do things. So having just jumped into this, I'm not 100% sure either, I must say, but that is the way that I understand that they do things.
Yep.
Certainly, great number of drivers out here tonight, so it's going to be fascinating to see, after these qualifying runoffs get done, what the feature race has in store for us.
Yeah, I think we got 28 on the grid, so it's that's a lot for a short track from what I've seen. There, you know, hopefully we don't get too many yellow flags out of it. We did have Matty Hunter jump in to the chat before. He said that there were no yellow flags in the heat races, which I wasn't aware of. I'm assuming there will be in the main event itself, particularly given some of the the bust up that we saw right at the start of one of the heat races. So
yeah, there definitely will be. That's certainly the way that iRacing usually run things, is no yellow flags for the heats. Then once you get into the actual feature race itself, there are yellow flags. The yellow flag laps don't usually count in dirt circuit racing, which is something that we see a little bit in the in some of the other asphalt series as well. But certainly in dirt circuit racing, it's I guess it's the traditional format that the caution laps don't count. And you will see a few cautions in this. It's just the nature of the racing. It's one of the reasons why people love it, is you get these short bursts of action, and then you do get a few cautions, but it's not seen as something that detracts from the racing at all. It's certainly something that bunches the field back up and builds that suspense again, for the point where everybody, all that horsepower is unleashed, and then everybody goes after it again. So one of the things that Speedway fans love, and one of the things that we're going to love watching it tonight, I think.
So do you know much about the cars at all? Like, I mean, I've read a bit about it in some race car preparation books that I've used to, learn when I've been building race cars in the real world. High horsepower, like really high horsepower in terms of what we're normally used to talking about. Skinny tires. Is that the sort of setup we've got here, or?
Yeah, I mean these things really are the NASCAR, I suppose, of the dirt. Um, they call them late models. They're not really a late model anything anymore, and that stems from the old American dirt track days where drivers were allowed to replacement panels were quite expensive, so drivers were allowed to make their own replacement panels. And as time went on, and the drivers decided the to, I guess, mold the shape of the cars a little bit more to their advantage as they replace these panels, and we wind up with cars looking absolutely nothing like what we find on the road. They certainly race together very well. The technique that the drivers are going to be looking forward to here tonight, these cars don't really handle very well in a straight line. They only handle well when they're turning left in a corner with a bit of right-hand lock on. So what the drivers are going to look at doing is as they come into the corner, they're looking to shift that weight over to the side, and actually as they do so, the chassis will twist into shape. So what they do is that the late model drivers, they like to do what they call binding it up on the bars, and that is the entire chassis sort of twists into shape as it goes around the corner. It's almost resting on the various bars and so on, the tube frame chassis that they actually run, and that's the way in which the car is at its optimum configuration, is kind of twisted with the forces of the cornering. So
Like
that's what they try to do. They try and swing it into the corner, shift all the weight, and carry that all the way through the corner in one nice constant slide, because in that amount of energy going through it and the way that the energy going through there, that is the optimum configuration for the car.
So they're all bound up when they're doing that, are they? So effectively, what a circuit racer would feel like is like a full a lock.
That is my understanding. Yeah, they really do bind up when they're in the corners,
and they sort of lock together, which gives them that slide.
That's right. That's exactly right. If they're being driven well, you're going to see a very constant slide through the corners. Of course, if you have to then alter all of that to avoid somebody or whatever, then you may unload the chassis and it may kind of return to its pre-bound configuration. It might not handle so well. So there's a lot to think about for these guys as we see the four wide salute out there at the moment.
Yeah, very. Again, as usual with these things, and you would have heard this plenty of times, given what you do mainly. It's not just about turning left. There's a lot more involved in this than most people would probably care to understand in getting these things to be quick.
Yeah, certainly. And there's another thing that you're going to see as the race goes on tonight, as we see a little bit of silliness going on under the four wide. But one of the things, if you look at the track right now, it's got a very even sort of colour across it. Now, as the race goes on, that loose top level of dirt is actually going to be worn away on the preferred racing line, and you're going to see a darker coloured, almost glossy surface start to poke through. And that surface in particular is very, very slippery, as we appear to go green this time and everybody's on their way. And you're going to see that as we've got a couple of guys up there in the wall. Looks as though Jordison might be a bit involved in that. In fact, Jordison has gone around, and there are a couple of other guys right around as well. It's a bit of a messy start to the race, actually. Got cars littering the track, and it's a little bit of absolute carnage. I'm surprised we haven't seen the caution.
Well, it still shows that we're actually on the warm-up here at the moment, so...
Okay, so that might be it.
Yeah,
that might be it. I'm paying the price here for being recently arrived and uninitiated.
We're on the same playing field at the moment. It's all good, mate. But it's just showing you at the time your screen that's still warm up, so that explains the bump and run and all that during this. As you can see there, the back of Damon Moosh's car looks reasonably rearranged.
So you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of bench sheet metal in this race. But as I was saying just before, everybody sort of took off for what we believe is the warm-up here. You are going to see the colour of the track change, and the drivers are going to try and avoid that glossy, darker section. You can even see a little bit of that on the entry to turn 3, just starting to form at the moment. So the drivers aren't going to be trying to avoid that. It's very, very low grip. They're going to be chasing the lighter brown, dirty surfaces with surface dirt on top, because that's where the grip is. These tyres are designed to bite into the sticky clay surface that these tracks have, and they'll be trying to avoid the shiny, slippery area as the topsoil goes on.
Yeah, and I was trying to liken it before, and you probably heard me when you were having a look at the stream. I was trying to relate it to the only bit of dirt track racing that I really understand, which is sprint car racing. And I was commenting that they were running on the heavily grooved part of the track during qualifying, which I was surprised about because I didn't think that they'd generate any grip out of that at all. So now that you've given us that explanation, I'll probably understand definitely understand a little bit more about how it is that they try and generate drive on the slide out of these cars, in terms of where they're looking to grab that grip on the dirt.
Yeah, you've got to remember as well, of course, that these cars are relatively low aero compared to something like a wing sprint car, which can pretty much run exactly where it wants to run on the track. They can afford to run the top line, the bottom line. They can move around a lot more. Whereas these low aero cars, they're kind of a little bit more limited as where they can run on the track. So generally, even if you've got the topsoil wearing away on the low line, they'll even just try to stick that inside front wheel onto the bit where there is still a bit of loose dirt, just to grab onto, just to give it something to grab onto. These cars normally, unless you've got a track that's quite high banked, aren't overly comfortable up the top end of town the way that a sprint car is, that is able to run the wall. And it takes a lot of skill to run a sprint car out there. You see the top guys running right up there close to the wall. There's a few of these guys out there sort of trying it at the moment. I'm not sure if that's going to be the best race line. They may just be out there just giving it a try, but I imagine that certainly once the race gets going, they're going to be fighting for that bottom.
And again, that pairs with what we saw in the warm-up, with a lot of guys hitting that wall on the outside, particularly the exit of the corner, just running real high into the line there and clouding the wall. So it all makes sense. It doesn't take us too long to try and pick all this stuff up, particularly once we get someone involved who knows what they're talking about. So certainly glad to have you on the coverage as well tonight, Ed, as well.
Yeah, no pressure there.
No whatsoever.
Just little pieces that I've picked up as I've gone along. I have tried on a number of occasions to get good at dirt racing. I really enjoy it. I enjoy watching it. That's why I'm so excited for tonight. But yeah, I've tried to get good at it. It seems to be a little bit beyond me so far. I probably need a little bit of sit-down patient tutelage with a virtual motorsport mentor or someone like that to actually get me to the point that I can catch up with some of the guys out there tonight who definitely the style of the way that you see a lot of the guys who are fastest in this session at the moment proceeding through the corners and so on. They really know what they're about. They've got a very good technique going. Guys like Much and Atkins and Jordison and so on who are looking really, really fast. Grangers, Horton, they're looking really, really fast out there. So yeah, it's going to be great to watch from a racing perspective, but also just from my own perspective, just a respect perspective as well, just to see the way these guys are able to handle these sideways style racing.
It's kind of like me and rally. I love it, but I'm no good at it whatsoever because I just don't understand how to generate pace out of dirt. No good at the slides and what have you, which is obviously important, particularly likewise in this style of racing. So yeah, you've got it or you haven't. You're one or the other. There's not too many who've done both very successfully. So
yeah, certainly the Tony Stewarts and Kyle Larsons of this world are rare creatures indeed. They've got the ability to do both very successfully. There's not too many people who make the crossover, although a lot of guys do graduate from the dirt tracks to the NASCAR style of things. But certainly, you tend to find that the dirt guys can transition quite well across to the asphalt stuff, where guys who've done solely asphalt cannot. It doesn't normally work the other way, where they can translate back to the dirt oval. So certainly, it's a very specialised skill. It's something that if you can learn, will stand you in good stead for just about anything. But that's not to say you can't be good at anything else. But if you are specialising in something else, you come to do this, you're probably going to have a hard time if you grab it straight out of the blue. So having a few guys out there at the moment, definitely using the warm-up session to test their limits a little bit. There's a bit of crashing and bashing going on out there at the moment. But best to get that all out of their system right now. Find out what they can get away with before we get into the feature.
Absolutely, yeah. You want to get it always, if you can, get it out of the way during the warm-up session. Any crashing, bashing that you need to get done to test how fast or how far you can push particularly as well, I guess, here is understanding that transition from low to high, if they're going to do that, to make sure that they understand where they can slide the car to get in front of someone else. That's going to be very important in establishing that, particularly with the grip on the track and with what you've described that they're looking for. They want to make sure that they're going to be able to do that when it comes crunch time to start making up some positions in this 21 car field that we're going to have for the main race, starting in around about 7 minutes time.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of it in the heats actually. Obviously, I was sat there as a spectator for the heats and saw a couple of slide jobs, a couple of really nice sort of high to low moves, getting really nice power out of the corners and sort of shooting through the middle of the opposition there. The old slide job, dive it in as fast as you can on the entry, slide up in front of the other car, and then do your best to get the throttle down and drive away in front of the car in front. No one enjoys having a slide job done to them. No one enjoys having a car slide up in front of them and then potentially actually slowing them down. But we've come to the end of the warm-up now anyway. It looks as though everyone's going to be gridding up for the feature race very, very shortly. So it may be time, just as these cars grid up, to actually run through our starting grid for what's going to be a 51-lap feature.
Absolutely. So let's bring that up on the screen as we do it. We'll get rid of that thing across the top that's just impeding our view a little bit there. So it is Horton from Wilson. We've got Todd Aikens and Brock Aikens lining up in our second row of the grid. Boyd Bowden for TJS Sim Sports on row 3, joined by Dale Jordison. We've got Nash Granger. Damien Mush joining us from the NZSR series in 8th. We've got Tyler Shelford in 9th. Lockie Beattie in 10th. DMS Sim Sports there. Harley Smee in 11th. And Angela Taylor in 12th. So this is I believe, a mixed or reverse grid. I believe it's mixed grid for the start of the main feature race. They do a jumble between the bottom qualifiers and the top qualifiers. We've got Tyler Shelford in 9th, Lockie Beattie in 10th. I've already been through that, my apologies. We've got Jacob Dixon out of 13th, Vaughan Sampson out of 14th, Dave Misson 15th with Kai Walters out of 16th, TJ Pollard 17th with Blair Granger out of 18th, Nathan Fours out of 19th, Ethan Bastian rounding out the top 20 cars for this main feature race for this evening. That is the lot as we get underway behind the pace truck.
I'll tell you what, the 36 car there of Todd Aikens looks absolutely fantastic with that red chrome coloured number really popping out off the side of that particular car. Looks absolutely fantastic. Love that one.
Yeah, there's plenty of good liveries getting around. I think there's been a lot of guys who've developed their skills on building liveries over this last couple of months. I've seen some fantastic ones across the series that we were lucky enough to broadcast. And yeah, that one, another one. That chrome work really looks amazing when the guys spend their time doing it. Chrome flags is another one that I've seen in the endurance series, as well as the pace truck heads off. It's going to be Aikens and Horton who are going to lead us away here. And we've got Todd Aikens in 3rd, Darcy Wilson in 4th. So not really sure what to expect at the start of this one. I think the drivers will do well to keep it clean, and the summary that it gave us before in terms of clean lap racing going to be important. Bit of a jump there from Brock Aikens.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there.
How we did that.
Looks like they're rolling around. We've got the signal that they're under green flag, but perhaps the live admin there have actually called it a pace for one more lap, which is not completely out of the ordinary. If the admin was not satisfied that the cars were lined up correctly, they may instruct them to do another pace lap. So we'll see here. We've still got Horton controlling the field out there, I believe, in the number 92. We're just going to wait for... Okay, it appears that we are underway. Green flag. And Horton really hugging that inside there. We've got contact already on the outside cars here. We've got one around. We've got one around already. We are under caution. And we've got wrecks continuing to happen even after the yellow flag has been called. I think Brock Aikens involved in that. Potentially Much as well. Quite a few cars. I'm just trying to frantically catch up. Cars involved in that. We had around about 4 or 5 cars facing the wrong way.
Looks like Aikens, Pollard, Jordison, Sampson, Granger and Misson all involved in that early exchange. So that's not Well, in fact, I'm not entirely sure. That's obviously not going to be the best outcome for those drivers, but how it affects them long term in this one, 51 laps. We're only literally 3 laps completed into it, so we'll see how that pans out for them if they can make their way back up. Plenty of cautions expected to close the field back up, so night not necessarily over for those drivers who've suffered early there.
No, certainly not. So long as the cars aren't overly damaged, these cars are fairly robust. I mean, the guys who build these cars in real life, they understand what they're getting into when they send the car out on the track. There's lots of sliding, lots of contact. It's the reason why people attend the speedway on a Saturday night, Friday night, whatever, is to see this. So they're built to withstand a little bit of contact, a little bit of damage on a car is not going to kill them. They're still going to have a decent amount of pace, so long as they don't really damage any of the steering, suspension arrangement on that car or the engine, which is the other key thing. So long as they actually manage to keep all that stuff intact, they're still going to retain their pace, and a fast driver is going to be able to work his way back through.
And so one would assume there's fast repairs on these cars. So I'm just trying to jump on here.
There is one fast repair as far as I can see, but coming down pit lane in a race of this nature, a lap of this nature, as they go green again, is not ideal. Lachlan Horton getting a great jump there. Darcy Wilson responded as quickly as humanly possible, and is just making a real big push there around the outside. It looks as though the 14 Boyd Bowden sitting there in third position, just glances a little piece of the wall, but he's trying a little bit different. He's running around the top. We've got a couple of cars there almost deliberately running that top line to see if they can pull that momentum that they get from making a longer radius turn. Appears to be working for Bowden there as he closes up on the number 5 of Darcy Wilson sitting there in P2. Lachlan Wilson showing a clean pair of heels to the field at the moment, and they're all getting themselves set out. Almost, there's a couple of cars there who are wrecking. Nathan Ford's involved in that, and it's actually taken out second place as well. Unfortunately, there was a wreck there in between Nathan Fawns and TJ Pollard, and unfortunately that's collected some leaders in it as well. That's really unfortunate.
So let's have a quick look at that while we can. Trying to jump on board, but of course it slides down the field as these things happen, so it's hard for us to catch them. So this is, he's put the tyre, he's put the bollard down on the inside there. Fawn's the innocent victim, and then there's just nowhere for him to go, and he picks up a number of cars trying to avoid the incident there. So a lot of involvement there, really for no fault of Fawn's own. He actually got away with that, I reckon, fairly clean, from the point of view that he was sitting in the middle of the track. The rest of the drivers did a fantastic effort to try and get around him, but just ended up running into one another in the process. So could have been worse for Fawns there.
Certainly could have been. And Darcy Wilson, who did get caught up in that accident, if you have a look at that car, it's got a lot of damage on the front at the moment. So we're going to need to see what kind of speed that car's got, but he has been able to retain his second place. The caution was thrown. Obviously, he was in second place before he got involved in that incident. So therefore, he's able to regain that second place and start back up there again. But who knows how much speed that car's going to carry. And we've seen Fawns and Pollard actually take those cars behind the wall. They're going to take no further part tonight.
And as you can see there, what you're talking about, there's a lot of panel damage to this car, but if you look closely, particularly as we go into far chase, or if we jump into the chase mode, a little bit of damage to the cage in the back, but it mainly looks like superficial damage to the panel work on that car.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope so. Let's hope for the sake of the race, and certainly the sake of the 5 that there's no significant damage there. Certainly aerodynamically, it's going to cost him a little bit, but we'll see what he's able to do with as we go under green again. Horton gets away fantastically well again. He's got those restarts absolutely down. Wilson away, Boyd away. In fact, we've got another spin back there. There's a good few cars involved in that. Looks like the 03 Nash Granger, perhaps. Oh no, it's Jacob Dixon involved. Lockie Beattie in that Lightning McQueen painted car, and Dale Jordison unfortunately getting involved in that as well. So a little bit of a chaotic start to this one.
Back under the caution again as we'll form back up. A little bit of damage for those drivers. A couple of drivers in the pits there. We've got, I believe it's Wilson and Bowden who have jumped into pit lane. Straight through just to get those repairs done. So we're on lap 13 to lap 14 of 51, my apologies.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate for some of those guys to need to come in and fix some damage straight away, but it's just the way that dirt racing works and the way these dirt ovals work is there's so much suspense brought up by the cautions and everybody getting ready, and it's because if you get a couple of cautions really quick, the drivers actually start to expect that we're going to have a race full of cautions, so that makes them even more urgent and desperate to gain positions as quickly as they can before the next caution comes out, and that can have the knock-on effect, that desperation of actually creating more cautions. So it kind of becomes a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy from these guys sometimes, and perhaps a couple of them just need to settle down a little bit and say, right, okay, we've got a good number of laps to go, so let's cool it, let's avoid the damage and be there in the last 10 laps.
Good thing is, I guess there's no time management as much in this as we get underway with some more green flag running here. It is Horton, Atkins, Smee at the front of this field. We've got Shelford, Granger, Walters. The Nash Granger car, Brock Atkins and Vaughan Sampson rounding out our top 10 in this field. We've got Jacob Dixon, a notification of an incident there. We'll go back and have a look at that as it looks like there's a bit more action yet again back in the mid-pack. There's plenty of close running here. We've got high line, low line between the drivers to try and keep it clean for some green running if we can do. Walters and Shelford trading places there. Moosh and Granger still fighting it out behind them. Very, very close in the pack as well with Nash Granger and Brock Atkins trading places. So just trying to establish a line here. Some really good low to high driving there from Damon Moosh. Try and move his way back up the field. We've got Harley Smee still following along in third position. Horton's checked out at the front. He's 3 seconds to the good on this pack here. You can see the gap up in front there if you're looking at the top of your screen. But the mid-pack is where all the action is at. These guys keeping it clean as best they can. Some really good high-to-low stuff. Look at that. With the Pennzoil car.
All over the place, further back in the pack. Low, high, 3-wide action, and that's exactly what we love. We see plenty of drivers, prominent drivers as well, fast drivers sort of buried back there in the pack, trying to make their way through. Guys like the number 5, Darcy Wilson, who was involved in that early incident, going in, getting some repairs and coming back out for cars 3 wide. Number 56 is in there as well. He's there are drivers all over the place trying to stay off the walls. We got a big slidey moment there from one of those drivers. I do apologise, I don't know this field that well, but certainly there are guys up and down the racetrack. Fantastic driving from all of them so far.
And it's so fast and furious that you literally cannot try and learn the drivers' names on the go. By the time you look at the timing screen to get a name or a reference, it's already changed positions for what we're going to talk about here. So we'll do what we can. Damon Moosh doing a fantastic job. He's moved up from the mid-pack after the last restart. He's 5 places up from his qualifying position, but he's doing a really, really good job at moving his way up. He's far further back from that as he does get some contact there from, I believe it was Harley Smee potentially in that 57 car, certainly was. So still trying to battle his way back up. A couple of the drivers not quite coping with that high line, still impacting the wall there. 57, Harley Smith still losing a little bit of drive there on the straight, which I haven't seen yet so far. So maybe a little bit heavy on the gas to get that job done. We move our camera a little bit forward here. We are on board with Damon Moosh, but focusing on this massive mid-pack there. Blake Granger doing a great job as well in that Pennzoil livery car, as we see a big low to high slide there. And he's unfortunately been contacted by Blair Granger too. So keep moving this one, round 26 laps to go, and we've got a big crash in the back there. Yeah, and Smee, let's just say.
That's got to bring the caution out.
You'd expect to see that, and it has done indeed. So a really solid, actually, green flag running there. I reckon we got about 10 laps in, which, based on what you're telling me, is uncommon. And what that's meant is we've got Horton, Atkins, and Walters at the front of this field. Horton doing a fantastic job. He's been out in front for the majority of the evening.
Yeah, Horton must be out there just wondering what all the fuss is about. You know, he's jumping off the restarts, getting out there really well, getting a little bit of a gap. You know, he's got a couple of the more the guys who were threatening him early on in the race have been buried down in the field a little bit. And Blair Grange has actually been assessed to have an EOL, that's end of line penalty, as a result of that particular incident. So Blair Granger is going to go all the way to the back of the field. Is going to have to fight his way through for his part in that incident.
Yeah, and I think that's probably fair enough, albeit we try and remain impartial where we can, but a little bit of impact there as well. So it is what it is for him. Solid, solid 10 lap stint there, actually. That was really good. That's one of the things I love about commentating these races is the fast, and I guess that's why what you were saying before, the fast nature of the race. You get these really cool 10 lap bursts, even in the qualifiers before we get into the main races. You get these really cool little short bursts of racing where it's really close, really high intensity, and then we get a little break, and then we get back into it again for another 8 to 10 laps. So
Yeah, I mean, certainly in my opinion, as far as spectating goes, commentating goes, broadcasting goes, in terms of what's entertaining for people to watch, short track speedway, be it dirt or asphalt, there is absolutely nothing better than it. We're about to go green again. Horton's about to lead us away. The pace truck is in. He's got Atkins right on his hammer, and they jump together. So Horton away very well, although Atkins got a really good start there. But he's going to try and actually capitalise on this. Gain a little bit. We've had them just brush the wall. We've got the 46 there. Kai Walters actually looking to stick his nose in there as well. We've got the 0 there. Brock Aikens, who's moving down on the inside. He's the only driver really of the front few really looking to capitalise on that bottom line at the moment as he slides to the inside of Walters. And of course on that top line you're able to carry momentum so much better, but you do have the shorter way around on the bottom, and he has cleared, Brock Aikens there has cleared the 46 of Kai Walters, and that bottom line really working for him at the moment as pandemonium unfolds behind him. Cars banging off each other left, right and centre. Aikens has gone back to the top line now. Obviously the preferred line to keep going.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of a knock between Wilson. He's been in the walls tonight. 14 of Bowden, and they're 5 wide, 6 wide back there. This can't last. This can't last. It's got to be a caution. But they continue on. They're sliding off each other. We've got one car, the 21 car up there riding the wall. It's absolutely fantastic. I can't believe they managed to keep that going. 6 wide we were on a short little dirt oval like this. Absolutely brilliant stuff.
You can see a little bit of a clip of the wall there as well, which just slow down Kai Walters, but he benefited from what you were just describing there with that rush hour style congestion into the corner. Yeah, Dixon there. Dixon's gone around.
Samson involved, and looks like Jacob Dixon involved in that one as well.
So we've got another yellow flag there, but again, just a short 10-lap burst and plenty of action involved in that. So a little bit of a breather for the drivers. It's still Horton and Atkins at the front. I think Atkins has picked up on the trick of Horton at these restarts, because certainly there he was right on his heels at the restart, and for a majority of that small burst that we experienced there. But it was just back in the mid-pack there. How was that 6 wide down into the turn? And I reckon that it probably was nearly 8 wide by the time all of the cars finally got through the xylophone effect of them all bunching up into the turn.
Yeah, it's not only 6 wide. You know, they were 6 wide and sideways.
And
let's
deep,
not forget, you know.
2 deep, 6 wide, ready to go.
Yeah, they're drifting through the corners and so on. You know, we've seen some fantastic dirt track racing tonight. It has not failed to deliver at all. Little friendly nudge there from Aikens to Horton just to let him know, hey mate, I'm there. I'm absolutely there, and you're not going to have this all your own way tonight. So it's great to see a little bit of that. It's all par for the course for this style of racing, especially. And those two guys are going to go at it. You'd probably say, looking at the pace so far, the win is going to be fought out between those two guys. But I think the Walters, Atkins, Wilson, Bowden, they might all have something to say about that. If they manage to break clear of that bunge in the middle of the field where guys are just sliding and passing and going crazy, and actually break out to the a little bit more civilised area, I suppose, of the front couple running single file up there, they may have something to say about who wins this race, as the pace truck looks as though it's just about ready to duck in again.
Yeah, and just very quickly, what our viewers don't know is we've got some really strong iRating guys in here as well. So Todd Aikens, 4,500 odd iRating A licensed driver, and equally Lockie Horton there to just under 3,000. So really strong competitors as well. Again. Good races, and off we go. Horton and Atkins, definitely Atkins on to what Horton's trying to do to get away at these restarts. So he's down on that low line, and in fact he's going to take the lead. He's done a great job on the restart.
Fantastic.
Todd Atkins, he's off and running, and he's going to
try and job. He's going to pull right up.
I was going to say, try and get that done if he can to move up into that high line and take the ascendancy from Horton. Hasn't quite got it done. He's just in front of him there.
Back around the outside.
You know what? This is playing Kyle Walters in as well, who's doing a really good job with that low to high line. So plenty on still here. It's not all done and dusted as we're on to lap 41. 10 laps to go here. We could go green to the end, which means this is on.
Swapping lines. I think Aiken's looking for that top line potentially, and of course Horton's got no option but to go where Aikens doesn't go. So yeah, fantastic racing. Of course, he's under pressure from all the guys behind there as well. I'm not surprised to hear that these guys are so highly rated amongst the dirt racing. The technique is absolutely beautiful, the way they're carrying that slide through the turns, straightening it up, getting on the power and slipping away. But Atkins looks as though he's pulling out to a bit of a lead there at the moment, with Horton starting to come under pressure from Walters and Wilson. We've seen Wilson, he's been up and down like a yo-yo tonight. Looks as though he's coming back up at the right time with only a handful of laps to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the way the drivers have adapted to the track, that low to high slide, obviously working really well for them. And Todd Aikens just waiting for the yellow flag, really, to execute what looks to be so far a really great strategy.
Yeah, he got that fantastic run, didn't he? He copped on to what Horton was trying to do on the restarts and made it work. He picked a line, decided where he'd want to run. He absolutely made that work, taking the lead of the race. We've got a couple of guys running side by side. We've got Walters and we've got Wilson running side by side. They're having an absolute ding-dong battle for fourth position. And this is going to run to the end of the race. We're on lap 47 or 51. This race has flown by. We almost don't want it to end. It's been so close and so entertaining for everybody. One guy who will want it to end, of course, Todd Atkins, running there right up the front. He's gapped. He's actually put a gap back to Horton.
Yeah, he's literally waited till the end of the race and thought, no, that's it, I've had enough now. I think it's time to go and run. And he's done exactly that. Out to a whopping 1.5 second lead at the front, which is huge in this type of racing. And we're focused on Kyle Walters and Darcy Wilson, who certainly have not decided the battle for third place on our podium, as we have 3 laps to go. On the lap that we are on, we've got a high line running from Darcy Wilson. See if he can try and get the job done there. That's not going to work for him. Kyle Walters onto it and cutting that line. He's running mid-track, which is an interesting strategy. We've seen low to high working really well here during this latter part of this race, and that's actually let Darcy Wilson, he's in on the low part of the track as we get into our final lap. How is this one going to finish?
That marker in the way of Atkins there. It looks like he's trying to stay low. Atkins wanted to go around the outside. Luckily, he's got a fair bit of cushion there, and looks as though he's going to clear that without too much trouble. That marker goes to the infield, and Atkins is going to take this one. Fantastic job from him. Horton coming home second. Walters in third. Darcy Wilson fourth. And looks as though we had a little bit of a change there on the last lap there for fifth position. Not quite sure actually who managed to get fifth. My results are jumping around a little bit. One thing we're absolutely sure of is that Atkins has taken out that feature race. 51 laps here, dirt track at Charlotte. Fantastic work.
I think it might have been Brock Aikens who just got the job done in front of Darcy Wilson there, but as you say, a fantastic result from Todd Aikens, really just jogging on the spot by the look of it until we got through that last caution period, playing the game really well. And what's ended up happening is he's taken out the race tonight in first place, followed by Lachlan Horton and Kaya Walters taking out third position. So don't know completely about what's happened there with the race results, if that has any impact on it overall on the championship. But I am going to bring our podium in tonight. I'm not really, I can't do that. What we're going to do, we're going to jump down into the awaiting interview room if you can get in there.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks very much for joining us tonight on the podium. What a fantastic run to the end there, Todd, Lachlan and Kai joining us in the combox, and a cracking result. What a great race.
Yeah, that was pretty fun there. I think Todd's just gone for a pedal, so I don't know if he's still here. Oh, no, he's here. But yeah, no, it was a good race. Spewing about those cautions, but it's the way it goes, I guess. But, you know, Todd and myself had a good race for about half a lap there, and it just buggered off and back home, and yeah, no, it was good fun.
So I was going to say, Ed, did you want to have a chat about the track conditions? Because it looked like at the end there that Aikens managed to get away with it.
Yeah, well, one of the things, Todd, that we were watching is the evolution of the track and how on that last restart you're able to drive around the outside. Now, what I guess the question that we were trying to understand and convey to the people that are watching is what major was it something that you were looking at specifically that made you choose that outside line as somewhere where you believed you could make the pass, or is it just a case of where first place wasn't Horton wasn't running there at the time and it gave you an opening?
I don't know. The track was kind of weird. I've never seen it go to the middle like that at all. So yeah, it's good that it's had a couple different lanes, but I know it was good that that opened up because I was way too tight to run the top and way too tight to run the bottom. I kind of had to run through the slip just to get it rotated, but yeah, I set it up for the end of the race and the track didn't really go away as much as I thought it would, but yeah, it was still fast, so it was good.
Yeah, fantastic clean racing between the lot of you, and also a question to Lachlan Horton. You ran in the lead so much in that race. It looked as though the restarts that you were trying to get the jump as best as you possibly could. What was it on that last restart that actually ended up causing you to lose the lead? Was it a lack of pace on the green flag running, or did you actually make a mistake on the restart, or was it a combination of the two?
I'm gonna be honest here. I don't. I'm not one to blame setups, but yeah, it definitely wasn't set up. Car was there. Just my right foot was a bit too heavy. Got excited when Todd was coming around me, and yeah, on that last restart, I think I went to the bottom there, and it just wasn't as good as the middle as where Todd found it. And I don't run a mirror, so I don't really know where everyone else is driving. I just focus on my own race. But nah, car was good. Plenty of dig in it. Just it was unfortunate with all those yellows, but yeah, same as what Todd said. I've never seen the track really go like that, so we couldn't really prepare for it with setups. But now we're all having a laugh in Discord during the race, and yeah, good fun.
Fantastic. And finally, my question for Kai Walters there, coming home in third position, it appeared as though those top two guys were sort of having, I wouldn't say having it all their own way, but having a little bit of an easy shot running there a lot of the time single file, whereas you were almost running at the front edge of this big snarling pack of race cars in there behind them. You had guys going left, going right, and copying hits from the side and so on. How did that race shake out from your point of view?
It was pretty interesting. Come from pretty far down the order to start there. I haven't been on the old iRacing for a few weeks, so it was a bit rusty to start off with. But no, it was pretty good. We got lucky at a few cautions, and no, Horbag and Toddy are class acts and pretty quick. So anytime you can finish on the podium behind them, it's a good night.
Fantastic driving, all three of you. You should be well pleased with tonight's efforts. Of course, this is, I believe, the first race that we've actually broadcast here on FGM. And I believe, if I'm right in saying so, that's actually the final round of your series. So are you able to give us any kind of updates on where the points sit?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Todd's ran away with it pretty much, so congrats to him. I missed a couple of rounds, so I'm not too sure where I sit. Late model info, here we go. Todd's in first and he's got 731. Darcy's sitting second. This was before coming into this round. He had 474, so Todd's definitely wrapped that up. I was fourth. That's surprising. Missed a fair few rounds there, but yeah, there's a few regulars that are in here that we need tonight, real racing commitments and whatnot. But yeah, it was good fun.
And
Yeah, it's
probably
absolutely fantastic viewing.
a good time for us as well, just to mention the sponsors for the series, Goulburn Tyre and Exhaust Centre. We've got Rusty Nuts Towing and Hiab. We've got Rhino Race Tech, GTR Fabrications, JR Industries, and of course Rudd Racing as well. So thank you to them for supporting the series. And Ed, as you said, mate, spot on. This is the first time we have broadcast this type of racing, and with the Super Dirt series. And it's been a great one for us to jump on board with, not only the series final, but as we said, there's some really close racing, particularly between Aikens and Horton, throughout the evening for us.
Yeah,
As
it
we
was absolutely fantastic to watch. Absolutely brilliant stuff as far as the spectating goes. I mean, people talk about having the cautions and how they're unfortunate, but it gives us the opportunity to bunch all the cars back up and see the style of racing for which this type of thing is famous. And really enjoyed absolutely every second of it. I hope we get to see a lot more of it. That's for absolute sure.
So, guys, starting obviously podium order, if we can. Anyone that you'd like to thank for this evening?
We're starting with me. I guess
Yeah.
I'd like to thank the HSV Sim Labs and all their associated partners and the Super Dirt Series crew for putting on the series over the last however many weeks it's been, 13 or so. So it's been good fun.
Fantastic. And on to you, Lockie.
Yeah, first of all, big thanks to everyone at the Blokes Lounge. Good bunch of mates just here for a laugh. Yeah, thanks to Todd for countless hours over the whole season of SDS for setups and that. We've just been working on them bit by bit, but running completely different stuff by the end of the night. And important racing team as well.
It's a familiar story, of course, with developing the cars. You start out in one direction and end up completely the other direction by the time you get through it all. Todd?
Yep. I'd like to thank all the boys in the Blokes as well. They've been through the whole series and we've been doing it as a whole bandwagon. It's been good. We've been having fun and enjoying it together. But I'd also like to thank all the sponsors on the car itself. So, Worth, Trig Engine Developments, Crytek Lubricants, Mental Raceware, Northern Suburbs Auto Spares, DC&T Motor Electrics, Norton Motor Group, Adam Holt Industries, Elite Shock Services, and Down Graphics.
That's a fair old list there. So they're all supporters of your race team?
Yeah.
Real life race team.
Yeah, Guy Walters and I, we both race in the same class within the Speedway division, and yeah, we get a bit of support through that, and it's good to actually be racing with other competitors on the iRacing. So yeah.
That's fantastic. So, real life modifieds, or where are you at there?
Yeah, they're basically like a toned down supercar before they went chassis car, so they're just like your naturally aspirated barrows and that built, and they're just in like a proper fabricated car that's built on monocoque chassis, and yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. So, and you do this. Have you been doing? Were you doing this before COVID, or you got into this because of COVID, or?
Been doing it, I think 2 years or 2 or 3 years, I'd say. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember seeing you when I first jumped on, so you've been on it for at least a year.
yeah, I think it was been 2 or 3 years. But yeah, so with Speedway, we don't race all year round. So the period of time that we don't race, it's always good to jump on and just hang out with some of the boys.
Keep your hand at it, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, we definitely happy to have received a message from Liam earlier this evening at about 7 o'clock to say, hey, we've got this final on. Any chance you guys can broadcast it? And certainly glad that we said yes, because the racing was fantastic. So thank you all, and hopefully we can broadcast a little bit more of it into the next season that you run. And Ed, as always, a massive thank you for you jumping in with me and giving me a little bit of schooling in what goes on in this series. We will most definitely be back like we were with the midgets and stuff that we get to broadcast on behalf of NZSR as well. So thank you to you for spending some time with us on Friday night.
My pleasure. Absolutely glad I jumped in. Really enjoyed it. I'm not, as I said, a expert on dirt racing by any means, but we muddled our way through somehow, and luckily these drivers put on a fantastic show for us. And it made for a fantastic broadcast. So very enjoyable. I'm fairly sure everybody watching enjoyed it, and hopefully the drivers enjoy watching it back, because it was certainly a pleasure for us.
Absolutely. So that is about it for us, I should say, for a Friday evening in terms of iRacing. Out of this, we're going to jump into, there'll be about a 10-minute interval, and we're going to jump into our usual up late Friday night programming with Reese and Stu. We're going to play some Fall Guys and really just increase the stress levels in our lives unnecessarily on a Friday night. But talk about anything and everything from the week that was. So if you're interested in hanging around, grab yourself a beer, jump into the chat, and join us for that one coming up in around about 10 minutes time. Again, thank you to Liam and the crew for letting us broadcast this one. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. And that has been our Friday Night iRacing, brought to you by FGM eCast, your e-place for pace. I'm Stuart, that was Ed, and the podium for tonight's round, and we will see you again shortly on iRacing circuits close to home.
Thank you.
Simrigs.com is dedicated to not only supplying quality products, but also helping you achieve your potential and goals within the sim community. Race clean. This is the most important thing to progressing in any of the racing simulators out there. Be consistent and stay on your race line. Someone that is much faster will overtake you when they can. Moving off your line to get out of the way can cause more trouble than you think. Have fun. You will wreck quite a bit. Sometimes your fault, plenty of times not your fault. Learn from it. Wreck avoidance is key. Whether you're just starting out and wanting an entry grade setup, or have been in the sim scene for years and needing a well-deserved upgrade, Simrigs.com is here to help. So please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. At Ferguson Group Media, we are a full-service marketing agency built for today. Day in, day out, we are about attracting attention to build brands. We believe that every business is a marketing and media business and should have access to a content creating machine. That's where we fit in. We also understand about extracting value from social media marketing and digital marketing. Video is king in producing content for your business. From it, all other forms of content can flow. We are set up to film, edit, and post-produce content at scale. This enables us to keep costs down, allowing small businesses to also access our products. Don't hesitate to reach out and chat about your content ideas. Your local digital marketing agency, Ferguson Group Media. There is an awful lot to learn, and it takes quite some time. Trying to work it all out on your own can be confusing and overwhelming. It can be super hard to get on the track, never mind being competitive. For me, I was lucky enough to get involved with a group of guys that were really fantastic and gave me a lot of knowledge and support. This helped me to progress with my skills and got me up to speed very quickly. After a solid 5 years honing my skills, I now feel I'm in a position to help others. So I'm all in on Virtual Motorsport Mentor and loving every moment. I created this platform to help drivers develop their skills and get the support and feedback they need to improve their drive lines, speed, setups, and more. My goal is to see you become the best driver you can be. The question is, how far do you want to take it? I look forward to helping you drive fast and win more. Chris, Virtual Motorsport Mentor. Would you like to get your brand in front of thousands of avid gamers? FGM eCast now has sponsorship packages available, so you can get your name in the stream and start getting the audience you deserve. Our productions are cinema and TV standard and will include everything you need to get an ad just like the ones you saw into our live streams and replays. Don't hesitate to reach out if you'd like to work together. Simrigs.com is dedicated to not only supplying quality products, but also helping you achieve your potential and goals within the sim community. Race clean. This is the most important thing to progressing in any of the racing simulators out there. Be consistent and stay on your race line. Someone that is much faster will overtake you when they can. Moving off your line to get out of the way can cause more trouble than you think. Have fun. You will wreck quite a bit. Sometimes your fault, plenty of times not your fault. Learn from it. Wreck avoidance is key. Whether you're just starting out and wanting an entry grade setup, or have been in the sim scene for years and needing a well-deserved upgrade, Simrigs.com is here to help. So please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. At Ferguson Group Media, we are a full-service marketing agency built for today. Day in, day out, we are about attracting attention to build brands. We believe that every business is a marketing and media business and should have access to a content creating machine. That's where we fit in. We also understand about extracting value from social media marketing and digital marketing. Video is king in producing content for your business. From it, all other forms of content can flow. We are set up to film, edit, and post-produce content at scale. This enables us to keep costs down, allowing small businesses to also access our products. Don't hesitate to reach out and chat about your content ideas. Your local digital marketing agency, Ferguson Group Media. There is an awful lot to learn, and it takes quite some time. Trying to work it all out on your own can be confusing and overwhelming. It can be super hard to get on the track, never mind being competitive. For me, I was lucky enough to get involved with a group of guys that were really fantastic and gave me a lot of knowledge and support. This helped me to progress with my skills and got me up to speed very quickly. After a solid 5 years honing my skills, I now feel I'm in a position to help others. So I'm all in on Virtual Motorsport Mentor and loving every moment. I created this platform to help drivers develop their skills and get the support and feedback they need to improve their drive lines, speed, setups, and more. My goal is to see you become the best driver you can be. The question is, how far do you want to take it? I look forward to helping you drive fast and win more. Chris, Virtual Motorsport Mentor. Would you like to get your brand in front of thousands of avid gamers? FGM eCast now has sponsorship packages available, so you can get your name in the stream and start getting the audience you deserve. Our productions are cinema and TV standard and will include everything you need to get an ad just like the ones you saw into our live streams and replays. Don't hesitate to reach out if you'd like to work together.
There's been no noise coming through at all the whole time we've been playing.
What, no audio.
No, because I forgot to unmute them. Oh my god. And now GroovyBot's in the way because he turns up in chat.
Oh, so it shows on the screen.
Yep. So that whole time, people have just been looking at us. Nice of those people who are watching to tell us.
Oh, that's bad.
I can't.
So we're having some good topics tonight as well.
And now I'm covering half the screen with the Discord, so it's going to have to wait. As I do really badly. It's alright, I'll get it fixed then.
Are we jumping out of this one, getting it fixed and jumping back in the next one?
No. Keep going. I just didn't start until way after, and this is one where it's really important to get a good start. But I might still make it. Might get through one of these gates that everyone's trying to flood through. Like that one.
Did you say this was Trivium?
Yep.
This is terrible.
It's the worst Trivium song I've ever heard.
When you said that, I was
I'm
like,
right
oh,
with you.
yeah, there you are. When you said that, I was like, oh, I haven't listened to much of Trivium. Not like anything new or anything like that. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll see how it is. But no, this is garbage.
I was going to say, with good reason, because it's rubbish. And I still maintain that Trivium is one of the worst live bands I've ever been to see.
Oh no, that's disappointing.
They are horrendous live. I don't know what it is. Stu loves them. I reckon they're terrible.
Yep. What is it that you don't like? Is the sound
Just the
different?
sound's
Is the
terrible.
different?
They must edit the shit out of it to make it sound good. Because I'm a huge Trivium fan.
Oh, I don't think I've listened to Trivium. Oh, fuck off.
Just to ruin the night, let's play some Slime Climb. I'm literally just eating garlic bread at the moment because
Because LJ ate all the
I
pizza.
haven't gone into the New Yorker, which looks disappointing. There's just more pizza base and not enough of everything else.
like that time that a certain pizza place asked for the pizza back and they directly delivered to us.
Yes. How do we know you didn't eat it? What are you going to do with it if we have?
I just imagine them just delivering it to someone else.
Who got our pizza?
Yeah. Just want to make a note, guys, as well, next time for your garlic bread, you overcook it to hell. That's how our customers like it. Well done, garlic bread.
I think this is original.
Yeah, swingy balls.
That's what Cherry said.
You've done alright.
No, I haven't done alright. I just ran off the edge then. Oh.
Come on.
Where are you?
So, just going through the pink bits further up.
I made it past the guy trying to stop everyone from making it.
Yeah, I'm watching you come up.
I'm gonna take my time here at least. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, that's right, you still got time. Oh no! I got pushed all the way down from the top. Now I'm behind you. There's some dude halfway up. Pushing people. Now I'm about to get annihilated
I
by
just got
things
done
flying.
because I couldn't see.
Yeah, I'm eliminated.
Yeah, me too.
I was up at the top with the before the swingy balls, where you got the pink slidey things. There was a guy standing in the middle, like blocking people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. disappointing.
I hope you can't hear me eating.
Yeah, I paid premium monthly for that. All right, you chew louder.
Like that guy in Korea who eats with people of an evening.
What?
Yeah.
What have I missed?
There's a guy in Korea who makes money, and all he does is literally sits there of an evening and eats food live on camera. And people tune in to eat with him who don't have anyone to eat with.
Fair enough, I guess.
That's what they do. Crafty.
Something I didn't realize was so as big. Like I knew it was big, but not as big as it is the sneaker industry. Talking about before about the battles between the two. There's a thing, all the sneaker collectors and stuff like that. Like
StockX.
I know sneakerheads are huge, but there's a whole thing now at the moment where people selling fake Nikes and these guys
StockX.
are buying them. What is it? DocX?
StockX.
What's that?
I'm eating crust, but it's a an exchange that was developed for people who sell and trade shoes.
Oh wow, okay.
So it got so competitive that people would hire their friends to line up when the limit was one per customer and buy like Nikes and Jordans and
Yeah, when they were first released.
mm-hmm.
Far out.
And yeah, there's now a stock exchange for it because they've just started doing basketball card trading on it as well.
Yeah, okay.
So it's huge.
That's insane. Like I love shoes, but
Yeah, I'm a shoe and a hat guy.
yeah, oh yeah. But some of the prices these guys are getting and asking and getting for these shoes is just crazy.
Do you know what a new set of Jordans is worth? Like original.
What,
I want to get a set of Jordan 3s.
Yep.
$800.
Far out.
So I've said to Cal, when I get to a certain benchmark, I'm going to buy a set. But I don't think I'll ever get there. It's just ridiculous money.
I don't think I could wear them.
No, I wouldn't wear them. No way.
You just have to put them away.
Like, pull them out every now and again and smell them. But they're the Jordans that I had when I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the first expensive pair of trainers I ever got.
Yep. When if one of Cal's girlfriends has a new boyfriend or something come over, just pull them out there just to flex.
So like,
what shoes are those, buddy? Sorry.
sorry,
Shoes
mate.
off in this please.
You're not allowed to touch like their Jordans.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
Go and wash your hands. Go and wash your hands. Put on the hazmat suit.
My eyes are up here.
Wash your hands. Put the hazmat suit on, please.
You're allowed to step any further.
Oh. Not gonna lie, pizza in New York must suck.
Slime climb again. And it's the new one. Yeah? No good?
I got like one piece of pepperoni per slice.
Oh, awesome.
New York, you suck!
I loved after going out in the city, going through the pizza joints on the way past the clubs and stuff, just buy one piece of pizza.
Oh, the big slice.
Yeah, big, droopy, greasy slice. That was my go-to. So my mates are like, they'll go and get kebabs, but I just can't stomach that much food at that hour.
Yeah, that's true actually. It's a lot
But
of food.
I'll happily have 2 bits of that pizza.
And it's normally cold by then too.
Yeah, so I don't have to wait to eat it, so I can just devour it.
Run! Run! No. No good for me.
Walk. No good.
No good. So, got taken out twice.
I'm not liking my chances because this is the new one.
Mic
I haven't
off,
got through
mic
this one yet.
on.
You're close.
Gotten to the end.
Oh, no, no, no.
Gotten to the end, but I haven't got any further.
Getting pulverized. Oh,
Get out of my way,
oh,
banana.
that was so lucky.
How did
Not
that
as
fall
lucky
off?
as that. What the hell happened then?
All right, I don't know what to do here. Oh,
Jace has told us to go to bed.
go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Co-driver's telling you to go to bed.
Fuck, he did 15. So no! Oh, what the hell did you survive that?
Oh,
You couldn't have timed that any worse if you tried.
oh. When I went to go, I didn't go, and then I started to move, like, because I'm in that slippery slime. It was bad. Yeah, when you fall asleep at the fall asleep in the race tomorrow. What were you doing last night? Nothing.
No, Jace has done 15s.
Yeah, that's it. That's massive. I haven't seen anyone go 15 into the 15s, or even on practice runs that I've seen, on quality runs I've seen.
Neither. You got Jay starting tomorrow?
Yep.
You guys gonna double or?
We're just gonna wing it, I think. We're just we're gonna see how we feel. Because I mean, depending on what time I get home tomorrow, Jay's happy to double at the start. But if we double from there, and Jay does a cruisy, because I keep thinking like, oh, it's gonna be pretty full on, and then I'm like, if you get into a nice groove, I mean, it's probably not gonna be actually that bad.
No, I reckon it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to give myself some, the pep talk. So yeah, and then we'll go from there. Are you guys gonna double or single?
No idea.
Just gonna see how it goes.
Jace will start and we'll go from there.
Yeah. That's it. But like at Bathurst last weekend, like it would have been silly for us to get Jay out of the car, like you were saying, when he was comfy in a good pocket and chasing down guys. So, what's the driver share? Just be 50? Oh no, it wouldn't. Because
Nah,
that doesn't make
you
sense.
know how it is. It's
with two drivers, it'd be bugger all, wouldn't it? But it's 500 odd laps, so
yeah. So you're gonna have to do 80 laps.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Jace said that lap was with three. That 15 was with 3 laps of fuel.
Oh, it
So
doesn't matter if it was running off fumes. That's impressive.
That's still a good lap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every time I see a photo of his sim rig, I'm just like, oh. Somehow I'm gonna finish third here.
Yeah, and I'm right behind you.
25%. I hope it's not as crazy as the IMSA race I just did. Yeah, I watched a bit of it. Jace, it looked a little bit nuts. How were the LMP2s?
Is it LMP2? Oh, it's in the IMSA race.
In tomorrow's there is as well. There's all 3 categories.
Yeah. That's what I meant. I didn't realise the LMP2 is running in the IMSA.
Yeah,
as
Jace
well.
had IMSA. In the
But then
IMSA, he had LMP2, GTE, GT3.
Yeah.
Hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
To
I
get-
thought.
What were their times, Jace?
I reckon they're about 7 seconds a lap faster.
Yeah, that's bloody crazy on a track that small.
Particularly when they they need to try and pass you in spots that just don't warrant.
I got taken out. I told you this morning. I got taken
Oh,
out.
yeah,
down the
yeah.
straight line. Like on the right hand side. Like where do you want me to go? It's going straight back in. All right, off to blue I go.
109. Some were behaved, others passed in the S's. Yeah, passing the S's is just dumb. That's going to be the key tomorrow. Is just managing.
I don't get it though, because it's not going to wreck. It's not only going to wreck one person's race. It's going to wreck your own. Like if you're in the LMP2 car.
Yeah, absolutely.
stay in there.
I'm actually just helping get blue balls out of blue. I hate blue balls.
Blue balls are the worst.
There you go. Cop that one.
Here we go.
Oh, we got 6 balls. That's weird. 6 balls at one time is really weird.
Should probably go to the doctors. Okay, we just need to hold.
We just need to get rid of blue balls.
We just need to hold.
Just get rid of
3
blue balls.
balls.
Blue balls have got none.
It's all good.
So
We'll
just
hold
help,
these
just
back
help red get balls. Keep your balls red.
If we've got yellow balls, I think we need to also go to the doctors. Might have some issues there.
Oh, jaundice balls.
You need to put them in the sun for a while.
Yeah,
Just
I
go
hope
and
so
leave
too,
them.
Jace.
Just go and leave them by the bay window there.
I hope when I get home from work, you're not playing Fall Guys.
What did Jay say?
He said, I hope everyone has some brains and takes it a little easy knowing it's a 10-hour race.
Yeah.
If I get home and he's playing
So-
Fall Guys, it means I've got an early start Sunday morning.
No, if you get home and Jay's playing Fall Guys, now he's lost it.
What about the race start, mate? Nah, Fall Guys. I hate starting with the tail.
Keep your tail.
If I lose my tail, I'm going to get really angry because I've held it for the whole thing so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna get super mad. Oh, I just lost it!
I just need to find someone else with a tail to run around with.
Calm thoughts, calm thoughts.
Come on, 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 come on. I should get a fucking trophy. I should get a fucking trophy.
Yes! Yes!
I literally
Yes!
ran the whole fucking round with a tail. That
That's
should be worth a
amazing.
crown. That should be worth a crown.
That-
That's harder to do than to win a
That is
fucking crown.
amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you, I had a tail for a lot of it, but I lost it and I got one with 1 second to go, like 0.1 second to go.
A 10th with a 10th left.
With the 10th left,
This better be a final. I hope this is a final run.
nah, there's like 12 people left.
11.
Tiptoe.
Tiptoe. Okay.
I would be fuming if I was the guy that stole the tail, so soz not soz.
So sorry. I'm not sorry.
Okay, so what's this hack? If you jump on it, it's not the right one, you can jump bounce.
If you bounce off it, so jump and then jump again. Oh, you fucking bastard.
Straight.
Oh, I
Did you get
just missed out. No, it was the guy
Oh, no.
after.
Oh, you're jumping over the line. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can eat some more dinner now. You'll be in the final run. Good luck.
7 people. I mean, if consistency is anything, we're getting more crown runs. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks. Is that just one? Is that just tomato with one piece of salami? Like, yeah, that's okay.
It's bad.
Yes.
Come on, mate. This is you. You got this.
I'm not sure where to start though.
Well, that's what I said. They said to keep watching the centre.
Yeah, but this is the one where it falls. So it's like, it's luck more, like a lot of luck.
It is a bit. I mean, you see it start to shake, so...
Yeah.
What? Is that one out? No. So the gap started. Oh,
Okay.
no gap. Interesting.
It's interesting. Probably a gap now, I wonder.
Yep. Oh,
I'm out on my own.
oh, there's two other guys with you. Oh, heaps went. Two went. It's got your name written all over it. I feel like that guy on the other platform is cheating.
Why isn't another one falling yet?
There's only two left.
Oh,
Ah.
it's beyond.
I reckon that's the one that I went. That definitely the closest to me winning one.
What time is it?
10:45.
Oh, today was just a big memory of summer days. Going down to cruise down the highway to pick up Winston, just windows down. Oh, connection error. Fuck off. Windows down, music up. It's good. Breath of
Except you didn't get the traffic on the way back out.
shift tab. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely more traffic on the road tonight than there has been, because obviously we've been we met at Caldermead during the lockdown, because it's just on the other side of the the country city boundary thing, so it's easier for her to come out than me to go in. So we met at Caldermead, and there's heaps more traffic on the road tonight than there has been in the last however long. I think there's a checkpoint at Lang Lane.
Won't be bad when it's all over. Far out.
Oh, well.
I don't mind
There
if
we
I
go.
do.
Seesaw. Rightio. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. AC/DC apparently got a new album.
Oh, really? I mean, would you? If you were AC/DC, just release new albums?
Well, they must still have something to give, mate.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe they're still thunderstruck. Hold it up, Race, I'm coming! Oh, what?
Yeah, the yellow is cooked.
Oh, we're cooked now.
Oh, no! Oh, what the hell?
Oh, come on, I'm right at the top. That was dumb. I'm standing literally at the top of the seesaw, not able to bring it back down. This is starting to get silly.
This is stupid.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh. I don't actually think I'm going to make this one.
There's only 15 through. Get off me.
You making it through?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out this one.
It's been very disorganised, this one. As you're doing, like, the slope's just been terrible.
No.
No good. I don't reckon many will have got through then.
Lost 11.
Mm.
Hang on, we would have had 60, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we lost 21.
Mm. It was tough because the seesaws were always
Up.
up.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
egg scramble. Egg scramble with their teammate.
It's like walking through the town naked.
Perfect time for a food run.
I'm red.
2 secs. Blue sucks. Your red guys are smart. They're in.
I'm in there with them.
You got some good teammates, which is good. And
How annoyed must this wolf be?
you're just holding him.
Just cannot get out.
Cuddles, 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 cuddles,
I
cuddles.
just want extended cuddles. Give me cuddles now, cuddles. Oh, now I've got an egg. Cuddles, cuddles, cuddles. Oh, it's getting close.
It is. Yellow's overtaken somehow. Blue's up. Wow. You guys need to go and get some eggs. Yeah, you need some eggs. Oh. This is going to come down to the wire.
Like, literally.
Overtime. Get it in, get it in.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah, good one. Oh.
What's going on? What's going on? Oh, what was that?
The golden egg must have come out.
Must have.
That was rough.
Yeah, there was a guy in blue with the egg.
Yep.
Wow. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for your comment. We really appreciate it. Clearly got some issues.
What's up?
Frank 170812.
Cool.
You obviously can't see his comment.
No, it's still not coming up.
That's what he said.
No, that's what those little blue pills are for, eh?
He said, "Daddy, come in my ass and call me senpai."
What? I thought that was what someone commented, and I was like, oh, okay.
That is what someone commented.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've just removed it from the feed. Got some issues, man. Like, yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Weird.
Some strange cat. Was that where was that? Was that Twitch or Facebook?
Twitch. No wonder he's twitching. Fuck.
Lukey.
Wow. All right. We're gonna win a crown. I'm sick of being a participant. Oh, this is the new version.
Excuse me. What's the difference between this one?
Well, it's got
Just
some
the end, isn't
weird
it?
ramp thing at the end.
Yeah.
And I think it shoots out fruit.
The fruitest of the bukakiest.
Oh, man. Hey, Luke.
Yeah, I didn't just scream out, hey, hey Lukey, before for no reason.
Sure. You didn't. Sure.
My Lukey senses were tingling.
It's a real thing. Yeah,
What the hell?
Yeah, all this bit's different.
I haven't done this one yet.
No, neither have I.
I 100% haven't done this one before.
It's bouncy.
Yeah, I couldn't stand on there. You can use a hammer and it just smashes you across.
Except I fell down through the gap.
How?
Oh, that was awesome! I wasn't going to make it, now I'm in.
Because the hammer.
Yeah, because I jumped in front of the hammer and it just belted me across all of the other bits.
I don't know what was with the middle bouncy house part.
Yeah, it's not fun. That's not a game of cricket that I want to play.
Negative.
Negatory. Team game? Slime climb? Rings?
Slime climb.
Any of those things we hate?
We've made a level just for you, chaps. Slime climb where you need to jump into rings and collect eggs all at the same time.
We hate all of you collectively from the boardroom. I look very red on camera because the color of Fall Guys is reflecting on my face.
Amathus.
Well, that strategy's never going to work. We'll try a different one.
Let go of me! And here we have a wild Fall Guys.
Fall Guys, often played in the wild, will definitely help to repopulate the Congo forest.
Certain characters wear different outfits to attract the women. People that wear the hot dogs do not attract anybody.
You can see here a wild hot dog jumping onto a purple pecan. As they
The hot dogs are the most hated of all the Fall Guys.
as they try to reproduce some of nature's wildest Fall Guys. One might wonder why he's not mating with mustard or ketchup.
Oh, or both in some sort of weird triangular relationship.
In the
Oh, I almost died.
In the past, it's been quite frequent for these to have onions on the bottom, let alone on the top, until that was banned. Now it's just hot dog by himself. Bread and slashes. No onions at all.
Before that was banned, certain police officers had fallen over.
Oh, what am I doing? Stu, why are you taking so many risks?
It hasn't been my best run tonight, but I'm being grabbed a lot.
Yeah, me too. It's like there's very touchy-feely in here tonight. And I blame Hot Dog. And he's wildly...
Everything's always hot dog's fault.
Oh, I almost fell off then, running onto the one that you were on. Oh no, Stu!
Did you fall off?
No.
Oh, good.
I just wanted
Don't leave me alone with the hot dogs.
I just wanted to add some...
Over.
wanted to add some theatre to it.
Just some dramatic.
Just dramatising the situation. Is it my number's 8558?
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah, that's cool. That adds up to 26.
Cool.
Aren't you 2468 Boggin, don't wait?
What? Why is that? Why is that up to
I'm
26?
literally just shooting
Clutch.
the breeze.
Clutching at straws here, aren't we?
I'm literally fruiting at shoot. That's all I'm doing.
Um.
I've never finished this level.
Oh, really?
No. Oh, I'm at the front too. Left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right,
right.
left!
You going left?
I'm just gonna do it. It just feels like it takes forever too, because there's no gap. There's no, you know, release from the treadmill.
I got absolutely smashed, so I'm not going to make it.
Right, on the other hand...
You are going to make it.
Oh, I was going to until I got taken out by a log. Go, 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 run you fat fucker! I made it.
Why? I'm not. Why the frig is there strawberries?
What I want to know is how they fired a log horizontal to the surface out of one of those cans.
That appears to be quite round in shape.
Very, very unfortunate. Alright,
Ooh,
final 14.
Tiptoe. Maybe.
Yeah, I hope not. I just don't have the gumption to just randomly run through the bricks.
It's just luck.
Absolutely. The whole game is luck.
Like,
I picked the... Oh, full ball. I picked the left, you picked the right, and I got through. And I've never got through before.
yeah,
and
true.
It's old full ball too.
Oh yeah, there's no spinny thing in the middle. You were hanging for a game of soccer the other night, so here we go. Here we are.
I think I played this once.
We need to give Rocket League a shot, I reckon.
Can do. Oh, did I get a goal straight up? Am I that good?
I'm trying to find out what team.
Blue.
Oh, there you are.
Almost did.
I like how your skirt is still colourful.
Oh, get it out, get it out, get it out. My skirt should be colourful.
No, but like your whole outfit's going to blue instead, except for your skirt.
Where's the other ball? Oh, over there. Oh, this is me. This is me. Dribble,
You
dribble,
are
dribble. Oh, what the hell happened then?
What the?
What the?
What?
What
Did that
the?
just glitch? Did that just glitch through you?
I was off and running with the ball. Oh, I was literally dribbling.
What, from your mouth?
Yes.
I don't know what happened there. It just literally glitched through you. I think the word of the week this week is glitched.
Oh, come on, boys. No.
Hey Nate, how you going? Looks like Rocket League, but with people. Yes, yes, it is, dude. Yes, yeah, literally.
Oh, man. just keep going a little bit too early. Get it in.
Quick, 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 quick. Launch it.
No, god damn it.
It was free on PS4, Nate. I'm not sure if it is at the moment. But it is on Steam for about $20, I think it was.
Yeah, I don't think it was much more than that.
No.
PO'd.
Oh, I didn't exit it in time. If you haven't seen it before, Nate, keep watching, and we're jumping back into another round. So the rest of the levels aren't like so much like Rocket League, but still good fun. Except I'm spectating and I can't get out.
I just realised I got 2 gimme crowns.
Judge, it's level 20 tonight as well.
Yeah. Only 20 levels to go until we're all good.
Yeah, because I got a gimme crown just before as well.
Slower pace than Rocket League, yeah, I reckon it is. Yeah, we do have to give Rocket League a go.
Have you played it?
Nah.
No, yeah, no, definitely.
It was a bit of fun.
Hmm?
I said it looks like a bit of fun.
It can get frustrating at the beginning. I haven't played in a while.
So obviously you're in a car playing soccer, yeah?
Correct, yeah. So same sort of thing as Fall Guys, where you can jump and launch. So you can like jump with the car and like send it forward, like to push the ball forward.
Yep.
But it's very easy to boost and overshoot and all that sort of stuff. Well, for me it was anyway. I say I haven't played in a while, but I wasn't very good when I played it. So
It's been a while. I play on the Switch at the moment.
oh, it's on the Switch, is
yeah.
it?
Oh, free.
Yeah, it's free. It's free through who's the guy that do Fortnite? Epic Games.
Yeah.
I think it's free on Epic Games at the moment.
It's been a while since I first saw you. Maybe we should do a gaming night where we theme it with one particularly reasonably awful band.
What, and just listen to the awful band all night?
Yeah. Like we could start with... It's been a while since I first saw you. On my feet again. Come on, walk, you fat fucker, walk. Oh, I got there thanks to a heavy hamburger.
Oh, I was coming first, and then I fell down It was a completely flat level, and I fell down straight first. I fell down between the cracks.
I hate it when you fall down in the crack. I know she does.
Oh, what?
No, grab
Oh.
grab hold, you fucking no, no.
Oh,
I'm in. Are you in?
no.
Where are you?
Oh, way back. I should have had this in the bag like ages ago.
Keep coming. I'm gonna hold.
This one has not been me tonight. I don't think there's 20 people between me and the finish. But I'll try and get a good run and see how I go.
13 to go. 10 to go. No.
Oh, no. No, that's me done.
Oh. Couldn't wait.
That's
Had to go.
done. No, that's fair enough. I was just there, but
I tried, bro. I tried.
I tried.
I tried. Have you got a Switch?
No, but there will be one in my house next month.
For reasons unknown.
for birthdays unknown. Yeah, I'm getting a certain almost 6-year-old one for his birthday, Nate. So there will be one around.
And then he'll be lost forever.
Lost to the technology.
Lost to the technology. Lost to the technodrome.
Well, he's almost already better than all the games that I play with him at the moment. I got him on Beat Saber, and I was like, "Oh, I'll have to explain what he does." He's like, "No, I've just got to hit this one with that and do this with this." And I was like, what?"
Better battery. I heard that. Kel's on ours all the time playing not Animal Planet.
She plays that garden one, doesn't she?
Yeah,
The
what's
farm
it
one.
called?
I can't remember what it's called.
Not Animal Planet, that's for sure. I keep calling it Little Planet.
That was a PS3 game.
Yeah, it was Big Little Planet.
Yeah, I got that free, I think, with my PS3.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Animal Planet, Animal Farm, Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, yep.
I knew I'd get there eventually. Yeah, she plays that on it all the time. They're very good on that actually. They update it every like quarter, so it's got new stuff. So it updated overnight, and it's got all Halloween stuff on it now.
Oh yeah, I saw some photos, some stories on Instagram today about people making Halloween towns.
Are you sure you didn't see it on FGM eCast on Facebook? Make sure you subscribe and follow.
Oh, I might have seen it on the FGM eCast Facebook story after I subscribed and followed.
Absolutely. You know,
Animal Crossing or similar. Yes, yeah, Animal Crossing.
if you really want to know what goes on, best turn on that notification bell too. It's the only way to stay in the know.
Except you and I both have it turned on, so when we're together streaming, our phones go berserk.
This is true. No!
It's a,
Get out of the way, ducks. No one likes you anyway. Making us slow down so we don't run you over when you're walking on the road.
there you go.
On
On PC, Nate, just with controllers.
the old PS4 controller.
The old PS4 controllers.
Reese, they won't have been able to see yours. It's camo.
Oh yeah, I don't actually have anything in my hand right now.
Whereas
Forgot.
mine's black, so people can
Just
see
holding it. Best hack.
the old camo controller. Tiptoe, there's way too many people for this. I'm just gonna gun it. I'm gonna
How
gun
many-
it. I'm literally gonna see if I can
There's
do
like-
the straight run.
There's over 20 people. How are you doing tiptoe?
I don't know, but I'm gonna gun it. I'm in
It's
the lead. I'm just gonna go straight down the middle.
Full send.
Well, that didn't work.
I thought it was literally just going to be straight up the middle then. It is.
Yes. Ugh, gotcha.
Nice one.
Ooh, you bastard. You really gonna arrest me for enjoying a succulent Chinese meal? I think not.
My limp penis. I know you. I see you know your
I
jujitsu
see
well.
You know your jujitsu well. Elge, you're not eating pizza. Bugger off. Now it'll be slime climb. Oh, really? Come on, there's only 5 people on each team. Some sort of sadistic joke.
Yeah,
Elge.
you know the creator is just sitting there, just going Doctor Evil laugh.
Why aren't people just putting them over the freaking wall? How do you...
How did you have the egg under like one arm? Let go of me, peasant.
Oh, man.
Do you know who I am?
Why can't I jump up? Oh, it's so frustrating. That's it. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Good boy. Go. Go. What the fuck? Oh, this is just ridiculous. What the fuck is going on here? I've got it.
Yes, mate, it is a stupidly frustrating game that we started playing as a little bit of a mindless entertainment, I'd say, that has created much more anger than it should have.
How have we got
But here we
3 eggs?
How the fuck? How does Yellow have 33?
They
got
don't.
2
There's
eggs.
no way they've got 33. Look at how many eggs are in here. And I can't get any of them out. I literally can't get out of here. Oh, that's so annoying. Why the fuck have they got it on as the second last game? Anyone in
still
the
gonna have to do
market
one
for
more.
anyone in the market for a broken, slightly used curved monitor?
Second-hand PS4 controllers.
Why could we do this up late? Swear to God.
We're gonna do one more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just need to try and get out. I'm watching them run. Oh, Four Mountain with 10 people.
You
What did we have
won.
last-
You won Fall Mountain with 15 people.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna ask. I was gonna say how many people there were when we ran, and I forgot that was the one that I won.
Yeah, don't bring it up, alright? It's still a little bit tender. I told Aston, and he's like, "Oh, well, congratulations to Reese." I loved it. I'm like, "Yes, exactly. You did really well."
Yeah. You're like, no, son, you meant to side with me. What an asshole.
See you, Nate. Thanks for jumping in.
See you, man.
No, he was very matter of fact about it too. It's like, "Oh, well done to Reese."
I keep. I was chuckling so much after you talking about Hamish. Oh, he let me through. No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
No. Oh, what kind people we're playing with? No, they're assholes. Run.
After you, sir. Oh, no, sir. After you, sir.
It's such a genuinely good age where you can still see the good in the world.
Hamish is very, very well natured. He gets it from Kelly. Oh, just keep getting run over. Oh, I just got there. Yes, good punch, thank you. Oh, let me get up, let me get up! Remember that time I got stuck in the corner?
I do remember that.
It's bad. Okay. I want to
All
see.
guys bad. I'm not gonna make it.
I want to see the new.
I didn't make it.
What?
What the hell?
I want to see the new South Park episode.
Oh, I saw a clip on that today. What,
Yeah.
what was it about?
Coronavirus.
And was it Randy Marsh is on a bender with Mickey Mouse?
Oh, no, I haven't heard that bit.
They're like, we can confirm that it came from a seedy part of China, and he's like, yes. And it's like, well, what we don't know is how it came from a bat in Wuhan, and then he's like getting all freaked out, and then he's out on a sesh with Mickey Mouse, and they see a bat, and Mickey's like, oh, she's so hot, and he's like, what, the bat? He's like, yeah, mouse with wings. Yes, it'd be interesting.
Tail grabbed. Oh, you bastard.
This is Democracy Manifest.
Oh, I got mowed down by that bloody hammer. You didn't see me there, did you, duck? Oh, you did, you Oh, you didn't see me though. Eat a thing.
Eat a duck.
All right, let's cut some laps. Oh, you
Oh no!
bastard.
Got it back.
I got it back.
How did? Oh, get it back again.
Thank you.
Catch her.
Don't make me run. I'm full of chocolate.
Don't make me run. I'm full of chocolate.
Do you reckon if I run around with a whole heap of people who are chasing flags, they won't know that I've got tails that I've got one? Like, oh, I'm going to run around with Beer Can Man because he doesn't know I've got a tail. Oh, he did.
Oh no!
Come back here. Get off me, you.
The Gomi can. Not even the good kind of cans. There we go. Oh no, you're in trouble here. Overtime. No, you. No,
Yeah, well,
goodsies.
I had a tail. I couldn't do any
Yeah,
more
there's
than...
not much more you
like,
could do there.
You know, I can't hold the whole team up when there's that many of them.
Yeah, shoulders are getting sore.
It's like, yeah, I don't know what to say. I assumed because you were ready that we were going again.
Oh, 100%.
Did anything else get booked in for tomorrow?
No.
Cool. So I got to fit tyres for the first time in 6 months.
Kind sir, can you please tell me what this lever does?
What is this round thing that we're fitting to this other round thing?
How does... Oh, so it's a 16-inch rim. So we can fit 15s to that, can't we?
What do you mean I need the wheel for the puncture repair?
Oh, I just left the entire vehicle on the side of the highway and made my way up.
You mean when I buy a new tyre, I don't get a whole new car? Excuse me, sir, that tyre there's only done 180,000 kilometres. What do you mean it needs replacing? I did not get this little wear out of my last set of tyres.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Actually, you got 26,000 kilometres. No, your computer lies.
Liar. I know my kilometers.
I will be taking you to VCAT, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, we can.
Why is there a hammer at the bottom now?
We can actually turn up and represent ourselves at VCAT. Lies!
Lies. How dare you do this?
Oh, I've been watching heaps of those Kiwi blokes.
Oh, did you
recent
find
time.
Did you find the full episode of the Karen one?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Some fans have made photos of Karen and them, like, battling.
Yes. She'll be back, you know. Yes. There'll be more of them, but we'll be ready.
I watched one today where the guy, one of the sales reps, wanted to buy a keyboard, the last keyboard they had in stock at cost price.
Yep.
And he's like, you can have it if it doesn't sell before 5 o'clock. And then 5 o'clock comes and he's like, yes! And then the store manager's walked out of the store with it in his hand. And like, he's looking at it through the chain. He's like, no! And then I'm sure it's from a movie, but I'm not sure what movie. And he's like, can I touch it? And he's like, you can touch it. Just this one time. And he reaches through the thing and touches it and presses the keyboard and stuff. And then he delivers this whole speech. And then at the end of it, he's like, oh, and you're still right to cover Stevie's shift tomorrow? And he's like, yeah, no problems at all. He's like, all right, see ya. Walks off with the keyboard.
Saw one today where one of the customers stole a graphics card and tried to return it for cash price, for store credit, sorry. And the manager came over that, I can't remember his name, came over and bought it off him for $1,500 cash. He's like, I want one of those.
Yeah, they're funny dudes.
Is that store an actual store?
Yeah.
I wonder how they do some of it.
Just like us, just after hours, I reckon.
No, but I mean some of their satire is a little bit more questionable.
Oh, they're not associated with a brand like Bridgestone, I guess, so...
Yeah. Oh, that sucked. I'm out again. I'm not having a good run tonight.
I made it. I made it to the end.
I don't understand how I didn't make that one. It's the easiest one.
I hit the wall once
Yeah, I hit the wall too.
at the bottom of the slide.
I got into some pink juice and just hit the wall.
Oh yeah. Dun 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 dun. Oh, that's alright. I'll be out in a sec.
Nah, you got this.
Is it new or old? New.
That's alright.
Old. It's original.
Nah, it's new.
What? Nah.
Yeah, it's got the slidey things at the end.
Oh, rather than the balls. Yeah.
Yeah. That's alright, we'll get you through.
I don't even try that anymore.
Together, we are one. Oh, except you almost got taken out on level 1.
I knew what I was doing.
Let's say you got big brown logs coming at you now.
Oh, you fucking... Oh, you fucking... Get out of the way! This is why I get so fucking angry at this game.
Nice one.
Yeah, but I'm
Very
behind
nice.
some robotic kitty. Like... Which way are you... No! No!
Oh!
No! What sort of cruel world is this we live in?
Just watch it. This is a new one. So it's already down to only 19 people left. This is the second round. $18.
Oh, and all these people getting knocked down from the top.
Yeah. Brutality. This is hard as this bit. 17 people left.
Oh, the kitty.
Kitty's gone.
Kitty that I was watching, gone. These two ninjas are taking
Oh, that
people
kitty
out.
made it.
Oh, he's gone.
I guess if you did this though, if you stayed there and did this, and you got to a crown run.
Oh. Oh, oh, he survived.
No, he's
One of
done
them,
now.
one of them got nailed.
Yeah. So there's only 14 people left, round 2. 13.
It's gonna be less than that. Qualify. It's gonna be 7 qualify. Oh, oh, he almost got it. Oh, the wolf is just...
Oh, he's gone. The
yeah, he
ninja's
did
gone.
go. So there's only like 6 go through.
So now it goes straight to the final round. It's 8 going through, and that's only the second round.
Yeah, wow. So if you can get through...
Yeah.
I just want to say what the final round was. Oh, well, it's 4-on-4 4 ball.
Huh?
4-on-4 4 ball.
So what, then there's going to be 4 people run to the end?
Yep.
Fair enough.
It's got the it's got a goalie of such.
What do you mean by a goalie of such?
Well, there's a swinging ball in the goal.
Oh, yeah. Different, interesting, different.
Blue suck. Oh, hang on, having said that, there's a goal.
I think that's me, Dunskies.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Get some sleep.
11:30. Time to
Before-
bail.
Work and the race tomorrow.
That's it. All right, ladies and gents, that is us out for the evening. Thank you for joining us. We will be back tomorrow at some stage with some coverage from Petit Le Mans at Road Atlanta from around about 1:30, 2 o'clock, maybe onwards from there. We will see you then.
See ya.
Ciao, ciao.